Hi, it's me again, and I'm back with one of my favourite types of videos to do. You know I love talking about the TV licence letters. I love talking about them because so many people get them, and they're terrified when they receive these letters. And it's all complete and utter nonsense, isn't it? And they stumble across these videos and they get the reassurance they need. So I love talking about the letters. And today's letter's a little bit different. It's not going to be a long video, this one. But this is a letter that a Goon left, one of the door-to-door salesmen that worked for Capita to enforce the TV licence fee. They've popped round, they've visited your home and you weren't in or you didn't answer the door, and they've left you this. So I thought we could take a look at it so you can see what to expect, because if you get one of these goons knock on your door, it's very possible you might not open the door to them. And why not? It's your home, you can open the door to whoever you want or not open the door to whoever you want. Personally, I'd open it, say no thanks, close the door and say jog on. But, you know, many people wouldn't open the door to these people, and rightly so, you don't want to do it. This is what they will leave you if that's the case. Have a look. Our records show your property has no TV licence. I visited today to find out why. It's none of your bloody business. Why? Whether or not I need a television licence is none of your business, mate. Don't come knocking on my door and demanding money with menaces or trying to stitch me up and sell me something I don't need. It's none of your business why. If I wanted you to know why, I would have already told you why. Why are you knocking on the door? You have not replied to our letters. So my visit today was the next stage of the official investigation into why your address doesn't have a TV licence. It always busts me up when they use the term official investigation. They can't investigate anything. All they know is that your address doesn't have a television licence. Half the time they don't even know your name, the person who lives at the address, which I could find out from 192.com. It's not exactly bloody hard, is it? They don't know anything. There are no detective vans, no detection equipment, nothing like that. They don't know. Their official investigation is sending someone to your house to intimidate you into buying something you might not need. That's it. That's it. Don't risk prosecution at a fine of up to £1,000. You're breaking the law if you watch or record live TV programmes on any channel or device, or download or watch BBC programmes on iPlayer without a TV licence. The maximum penalty is a £1,000 fine plus any legal costs and or compensation you may be ordered to pay. So that's the first bit of the whole letter that actually makes sense. Without a television licence, you can't legally watch or record anything as it's being broadcast or use iPlayer on any device, not just a television, on your phone, whatever, okay? But it does say the maximum penalty is a £1,000 fine. Yeah, it is. It is the maximum penalty they can give out. But what they won't tell you here is that it's really rarely given out. The average fine is 170 quid. They're not going to tell you that, and that ain't far off the cost of a bloody telly licence anyway, is it? And these annoy me, right? These annoy me. They're trying to intimidate you. If you'd have opened the door to them, they'd try and intimidate you more. They try and stitch you up. They try and get into your home. They earn commission. They're door-to-door salesmen. They're not police. They're not bailiffs. They don't have any powers, so never, ever let one into your house. Ever. They don't have any powers at all. They're door-to-door salesmen. They earn commission. So they're going to do whatever they have to do and say whatever they have to say to earn their commission, because that's how they're paying their rent and their mortgage and their gas bill, just like us, except for we do a better job where we don't stitch people up, hopefully. So it's tough, but the best way to deal with these people, if one knocks on your door and you do happen to open it, this person didn't, but if you do happen to open it, say, hello, who are you? I'm from TV licensing. And you just be polite, right? They're still people at the end of the day. They do a shitty job and most of them stitch up old ladies and stuff. Let's leave that out of it, right? They're still human beings. You just say, no, thank you, and you close the door. They cannot put their foot in the door. They can't keep knocking on the door. They can't do anything. If you think I'm lying to you, go on the TV licensing website. It will say there they have no powers of anything. And then look in my playlists on my channel, and you'll find the Goon visits where people are doing exactly that. No, thank you, closing the door. And they walk off. Sales is a numbers game, isn't it? And they're door-to-door salesmen. So they're not going to waste their time with you. They need to go and find some easier prey to make their 25 quid commission. Don't be scared of them. Don't be scared of them. You know, all the other letters are to scare you. We're going to visit you soon. Like, it's all to scare you. Demanding money with menaces by sending the boys round. That's how the mafia works. And the best way to stand up to them is to not take any of their guff. You won't get into trouble by slamming a door in their face. You won't get into trouble by throwing these letters on your fire. You just won't. Don't let them intimidate you. It's scummy, scummy sales tactics, and they need to be treated as such. To stop this investigation, act now. Buy a TV licence or transfer your current licence. Funny how getting yourself a licence would stop this investigation. Where does it say here, where does it say on here that maybe you don't need a television licence? Maybe you don't watch anything as it's been broadcast? Maybe you don't use BBC iPlayer as well? Then you don't require one, right? Does it say anywhere here? Where is it? No, it doesn't say maybe you don't require a television licence, in which case you can tell us or just ignore us. Because that's what you can do. I haven't had a television licence for nigh on 10 years now. And I did tell them I did the no licence needed exemption form for about 6, maybe 7 years of that. But I don't do any more. And I don't plan on doing it. I'm not going to tell them I don't need a television licence. None of their bloody business. If I needed one, I'll buy one. But I don't, so I'm not. If your property doesn't need a licence or is currently unoccupied, you can go to blah, blah, blah to fill out the form that I just mentioned. If you don't take action, we will continue our investigation. You can find out more about our enforcement and prosecution. So if you don't contact them or open the door to them next time, they will continue their investigation. And as we mentioned, their investigation involves them sending a goon to your door. And look at the wording on that. That is shocking how they get away with that. You can find out more about our enforcement and prosecution process. It's to scare you. They're using words to scare you. And don't fall for it. It's all a trick. It's hard sales tricks. If you go and buy a second-hand car and they're really piling it on, it turns you off and you walk away, right? Same with this. It's pressure selling tactics and they're trying to intimidate you. If you don't need a television licence, ball this up, lob it in your fire, lob it in your recycling. Don't fall for it. Absolutely scummy, disgusting company using scummy, disgusting sales tactics. And that's it. I never cease to be amazed by how scummy and disgusting capita and TV licensing can be. And that's my biggest problem with the BBC. I mean, I know BBC's put some good stuff out in the past, doesn't currently. This is my problem with the whole thing. If they went commercial, I would have no problem with them at all. Do what you want. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.